Hey guys, Rob here with Speed Farm. I think it's about time that I start this YouTube channel. I've done all kinds of cool builds in my garage here, and unfortunately have not done anything cool on camera. So I think it's time that we document the build on this 2023 GT-R. I've got big plans for this. Not gonna say full race car, but it's gonna be almost there. I do have a Toyota Supra that I would say is full race car, and I'd like this GT-R to be somewhere in between. I don't want something that's gonna break down every time I drive it, but I think we're gonna make about 1,500 horse at the wheels. Try to go for like a nasty, no prep kind of street car. Follow along. This is gonna be my start of a YouTube series that I'm gonna try to keep up with. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, we'll see you soon. First install that we're doing on this thing is gonna be the digital dash. This is from Speed by Design. I don't know if you guys have checked these out, but I went with the premium version. So it adds Apple CarPlay, all that fun stuff. I mainly bought this for the EcuTech features. So you can data log right through your dash. You can see all of your gauges and whatever you're logging can be displayed in real time. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I also paired it up with their infotainment system. So you can go through the whole EcuTech app on this screen, choose what you're logging, flip it over to your dash, and you can watch everything in real time. That was the main purpose for buying the dash and the screen. But I mean, let's be honest, the stock dash and the GT-R is outdated, and this is gonna give it a nice little update. So that's the plan. This is what we're starting with. Here's the car now. It's very stock. We haven't really done much with it yet. Yeah, excited to see the transformation. Okay, quick update here. We've got the dash coming apart nicely. Using some instructions that were provided by Speed by Design, and they're actually really good. So far haven't run into any snags. Really doesn't take much at all to get it to this point, and we're pretty well ready to take this head unit out. So my plan is you have to connect an HDMI cable from the head unit to the digital dash. Is I'm gonna get the head unit ripped out, and then I'm gonna take the steering wheel off because I'm changing that as well. Gonna get the original dash out so I can run the wires nicely behind everything and kind of do it all in one shot. That is the plan. We're gonna keep going. All right, here we are. I'm on my iPhone now. My 360 camera died. Got the head unit out. And again, instructions that I got from SPD were really good. It was actually really simple to get to this point. A little hard to disengage some of the connectors, but overall, everything was super easy. Got her apart here. And now just to show you the difference in size from the factory head unit to the Speed by Design model. Here's the factory unit, and there's the Speed by Design model. So this is, I would say, easily twice the size of the other one. So pretty excited to get this thing in. At this point, I'm gonna start working on the digital dash. It'll be easy to get this done now, and then we can run the wire from the head unit to the digital dash. And while I'm at it, I also have an aftermarket steering wheel. You don't have to remove the steering wheel for the install of the digital dash, but it does make it a lot easier. So might as well get that done while we're at it. So next step is going to be popping the steering wheel out, doing the digital dash, connecting everything together, reassemble, and ready to go. Stay tuned. Dash is out. So far, I'm gonna rate this a 6 out of 10. Everything has been really easy so far. Like, I'm actually super impressed. I did get to a point in the instructions for the Speed by Design head unit where I thought could have been done better. So the whole wiring part here, they really don't give you too much. I'll show you what we got. So they give you some of the plugs. They list what they are, show you what they look like. The pictures, they show you where the plugs kind of go. It wasn't crystal clear. I had to, you know, just look at the colors and some of the wires and stuff, no big deal. And then there is also a part that I'm not sure if they forgot to put in or if I don't need it, but this GPS little box here. They did give me a wire that goes in that spot and has a plug-in. So right now I'm just assuming that this is gonna plug in directly to the GPS antenna that's already in my car. Maybe this is for the older model cars and that's why it's not in my kit. But again, that's just a guess right now. So now that we got the dash out, I could run the HDMI wire across. So I got my hand right here over the dash side, and then yeah, just start putting everything back together. Stay tuned. All right, quick update. Got all the wires hooked into the back of the head unit here. Let me flip this around so you don't have to look at this ugly fuck for much longer here. Jesus. Can't even spin my camera. What the fuck is going on? All right, fuck it, I'm flipping the phone. So here's the wiring all plugged in. We've got it all taped up so it doesn't rattle around. We've got this trim piece off of the car, the brackets off of the original head unit. So it's all ready to go into the car now. There's a lot of extra wires here. I guess there's more that you can do with this dash that I'm not really looking to add any other cameras or anything like that, but if you wanted to, I guess the option's there. I also pulled the steering wheel out of the car, so it's out now. It's gonna be a little bit easier to get the digital dash in place. So basically, got the car all ripped apart, got a few pieces of trim to take off, and then yeah, original dash is ready to come out. Everything has been pretty easy so far. I think I've maybe got 2 to 2.5 hours in now, not including the time reading through the instructions or watching other YouTube videos on how to do this, because it's definitely my first time pulling the dash apart in the GT-R. And guys, let me tell you something. I shouldn't own a car like this. Like, this is way too nice for me. I've had my Supra for a while, and I kind of beat the piss out of my Supra. This whole GT-R thing, it was kind of a last minute deal. Basically a deal that I couldn't refuse. So I did end up selling my G80 M3 to get into this car, which I loved, by the way. So far, I'm gonna say this, but I like the G80 M3 more than the GT-R up to this point. The GT-R feels a lot slower than my G80. Just because I had some work done to that, and this is relatively stock still. I think once I do everything that I want to do, it'll be a little bit better. I have no business owning a car like this, but here we are. All right, so I got the original dash out. Everything came out nice and easy. It's one piece of trim that you don't reuse. You just use the brackets that they provided in the kit. So we swapped all that over, and we've got it in the car here. Everything went in really nice in the car. Couple things. So I tried hooking the new digital dash into the original dash via the OBD2 cable that they supply, just to transfer the mileage over. Whatever's on your car will get transferred to the new dash. It didn't work for my car. So at first, I thought it was because the factory radio might have been out. There is a video online where a guy says your factory clock and everything has to be connected for it to work, blah, blah, blah. So I put everything back to stock, tried doing it again, and of course it didn't work. So at that point I contacted Chris from Speed by Design. He let me know that for the 2023 car, the transfer of data is not, I guess, compatible. So they are sending me a software update to do, and it will transfer my mileage over. Other than that, I did put the radio in here and had everything pretty well back together. Go to put it in reverse and I had no camera. Another thing that was maybe missing from the instructions is there are two wires that need to be plugged together in the harness that comes with this radio unit. Right now I'm in the process of figuring out which yellow wires to plug together, because there is 1 male and 3 females. So I'm gonna be swapping from one to the other to see when my backup camera starts to work. So that's where I'm at right now. Stay tuned. All right, I got everything back in the car, plugged in, kind of just hanging there. New steering wheel's in there, looking pretty good. I like it. So we'll put power to the car. Hopefully I plugged the right wires in for the backup camera to work. If not, the radio's got to come back out. Let's see what happens here. And I have not powered up this digital dash yet, so let's see what this all looks like. There it is. Damn! Look at that.
Say, would you look at this?
Loads up, we'll put her in reverse and see what happens. It's also not showing me my fuel level here. It is showing an engine light. I'm not sure if that's going to be part of the software upgrade that they send me to update the mileage here, but we'll see what happens. Okay, screen's on, put it in reverse. You fucking piece of shit. Of course I'm gonna have to take this out 3 goddamn times to get it right. There's only 3 fucking ways to hook it up, and I'm gonna take it out 3 times. Okay. After taking the head unit out 2 more times to get the reverse wires right, I got it all back together, put all the interior panels back in, and it is looking awesome. Honestly, this is what these cars should come with. I don't know why, you know, they made these right up until 2024 and they still came with that old outdated screen. Now you got this big thing in here. So let's put it on accessory. And this has got to come off too. This should be a video all on its own. Bam. Love the digital dash too. It looks so much better than the factory one. I feel like I just jumped ahead 10 years in this car. It's starting to remind me a little bit of the G80. The G80 interiors, if you haven't looked at them, are beautiful. With the big curved dash in it, all kinds of stuff you can do. And this is bringing this car just a little bit closer. So here we go. Haven't played with any of this yet, so start doing that next. As far as the low fuel level goes, I talked to Chris from Speed by Design again. I guess it does a fuel level relearn the first time you drive it. I live in northern Canada and we already have a bunch of snow, so that ain't gonna happen for a little bit. But I'm happy with everything. Chris was very helpful. The install went relatively well, other than having to pull this, you know, in and out a few times. But overall, I would say it's a success. Looks awesome. Thanks for watching. This was my first ever YouTube video. Hope you guys didn't mind it. I'm gonna try to document this whole build series on the GT-R and hopefully capture it all on film and get a little YouTube going. All right, guys, that's it for our first video. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked everything. This GT-R build is just getting started. We got parts showing up every day. Got lots of big plans for this car. Full CMST setup right here. So smash that like button, hit subscribe, and stay locked in for the next episode.